Hello, teacher.
Hi, Larissa. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Great. So let me share my screen. You can see my screen, right?
Hello, teacher. Yes, I can see.
All right, sir. All right. So please join me on the game. I'll share the link. All right. So whenever you can, please. Today we're going to see how to give advice.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks for asking. So maybe we can wait for you to join us on the game.
Cool.
So like I mentioned, we are going to see giving advice. All right. So usually, especially during these times, the advice we give are usually related with health, because anything that we've seen, usually it's, well, related with the COVID, right? And we all know about it, right? So we think that we can give advice about illnesses, sickness. So let's take a look, all right? We're talking about giving advice. What is the problem, guys? He has a cold, backache. What do you think? This is a quick one. All right, that's fine. No?
Oh, too quick.
No worries. So, no, when someone is cold is resfriado, right? So he has a cold.
Okay.
So we're going to see everything related with health. Okay, number one. We're going to give him an advice. Also, it's a quick one. Should go to a restaurant, hospital.
Oh.
Great. So in this exercise, we had two options. No, we could tell them, Larissa, could you read the both options, please? Thank you.
Okay. Give him some good advice. If I were you, I'd see a doctor. Why don't you go to the hospital?
All right. So there are many ways that we can give advice to someone. No, we're seeing the health topic, no? And just try to recognize the phrases, all right? Let's see the next. Great job. Next one. Okay, what's her problem? Has a back, hairache, sore eyes, backache. Yes, she has a back, but when something hurts, no, we say backache. Daniel, could you read this sentence, please?
Okay. What is her problem? She has a backache.
No, it means that ache, the ache, that this word means pain. No? So now let's take a look. Let's try to give her an advice. Lie down, go to the store, use eye drop, take a shower. All right, so if your back is hurting, no, you should lie down. No? Lie down is a phrasal verb So it's saying to go lie on somewhere, no? Échate, etc. Larissa, let's read this one, please.
Give her some good advice. She should lie down.
Excellent. Thank you. Next one. All right. What's his problem? Sunburnt, cough, or money? Daniel, let's read this one, please.
What is his problem? He has a cow.
GH usually sounds like, so it's cough.
Cough.
Excellent. Yes, no? Cough. When you cough. Okay, next. Okay, let's give him an advice. Drink honey water, go to karaoke, lie down, or use lotion. All right. Usually we drink tea, no, with honey. Larissa, could you read this one, please?
Give him some good advice. He should drink honey water.
Excellent. So this word may be new for you guys. No, it's should. He should. So it's an advice. No, anything related to maybe telling someone to do something that it's good for them. We can use should. This is considered a modal verb. So we use should and then a verb in the base form. Okay, what's her problem? Sore eyes, backache, toothache, or headache. Excellent. Daniel, let's read this one, please.
What is her problem? She has a headache.
Excellent. So there are different ways that we can describe when something hurts, no? When our eyes hurt, we can say sore, no, it hurts. Or backache, toothache, or headache, right? The ending always, it means some pain. Great job, Larissa. Next one. Okay, give her an advice. Drink water, take an aspirin, dentist, music. So here we could have give her two advices. Larissa, could you read both, please?
If I were her, I will drink a lot of water. And why doesn't she take an aspirin?
So this is good advice. This is directly to her. And this is maybe if you're talking with someone else. No, why doesn't she? And the use of if, we haven't seen this, we will see this later on. It's called a conditional. So usually with a conditional, you're describing something, maybe a cause or a consequence, and then a result. So it's saying if I were her, I'm trying to put on her shoes, right? If I were her, I will do this. No, it's talking about an advice, thinking about if I will be in the same position. No, if my head will be hurting, I will do this. No, and that's great job, Larissa. Okay, what's her problem? Sore eyes, sprained ankle, sunburn, hurt. Sunburn is with your skin, right? Sunburn. All right, great. Daniel, could you read it, please?
What is her problem? She has sore eyes.
Now, if she has sore eyes, what advice we can give her? Eat food, use eye drops, go to sleep, or watch TV. Great. No, anything? Sorry, I'll turn off my camera because my internet is a little bit slow. Sorry, guys. But if your eyes are hurting, no, maybe you can put some eye drops. No, eye drops. No, gotitas for your eyes, or maybe go to sleep. No, this could have been too, but maybe negative. No, she shouldn't watch TV. Maybe. No? Okay, so as you can see, there are many ways that we can give advice. Many different. Okay, but we're seeing health problem. What's his problem? No hair, sore throat, no hair. Great. So why this one and not this one? Because no, we use has for he, she, it, right? The rest uses have. Marisa, could you read this sentence, please?
He has a short throat.
Mhm.
Throat.
Yes, correct. Repeat after me, please. Sore throat.
Sore throat.
Excellent, correct. So sore is like, it's also hurting. Usually sore is like, it could be like inflamado, hinchado, dolorido, sore throat.
Okay.
Next one. Great job, guys. Okay, let's give them an advice. If you're sore throat, what should you do? All right. In this case, we could have given them many different advices. Daniel, could you read them all, please?
Okay, if I were you, I drink honey water. You should drink honey water. Drink honey water. Why don't you drink honey water?
So basically, it's telling the same thing, right? Drink honey water or a tea or anything, no? So we can say, if I were you, or maybe you should, or why don't you? No, we just drink, not do this, do that. Any questions, guys? We're talking about giving advices. Okay, next one. What's his problem? Stressed out, stomachache, backache, or sprained leg. Larissa, could you read it, please?
He sprained his ankle.
Excellent. Great job. So this is a part of your body, right? It's close to your feet. When we say maybe your mom or your dad's brother, no, it's your uncle. It's with a U, right? It's different. The pronunciation is similar, however, it's different, right? This is a part of your body, and your is uncle, right? It's the pronunciation is similar, but it's different, right? The way we write it, it's totally different. Next one, guys. Sorry. Okay. Let's give them an advice. What should he do? Dentist, dancing, well. Great. Larissa, could you read it, please?
He shouldn't walk too much. He should see a doctor.
Excellent. So both are advices, no? One is saying or telling something that they shouldn't do, no? You shouldn't walk too much if your ankle hurts, no? Or something positive. He or you should see a doctor, right? They're using the same word. However, one is saying something that you shouldn't do, and the other one something that you should. Great job, guys. Next one. What is his problem? stressed, has stressed, stressed out, has stressed out. Excellent. Yes. When you feel like a lot of stress, you don't say just stress. I have stress or I am stressed. No, no. You say I'm stressed out. It means that you're very, this is a phrasal verb, right? The combination of two words, it means that it combine both words, sorry, combined, it become an adjective, right? Larissa, could you read this one, please?
He is stressed.
Stress.
Stressed out.
Excellent. We don't pronounce the E. Excellent. Next one. Okay, let's give them an advice. If he's stressed out, try to relax, work harder, use lotion or vitamins. Correct. So if you're stressed out, you should try to relax. Maybe not work. Daniel, could you read it, please?
If I were you, I'd try to relax.
Yes, great job. Now, I think we have three left. Okay, what's his problem? Sunburn, backache, skin burn. Both ways are correct. I will say this one is a little bit more common. So he has, or you can say I have, no, sunburned. Sunburned, no, when your skin is, you were too much time under the sun. But you can also say his skin. You're talking about their skin is burned. But this means this, no? When your skin is burned. Larissa, could you read both, please?
Sorry, mate, did you?
Yes. Sorry, I
Okay.
think my internet is slow.
Yeah.
Please, could you read it?
He has a sunburn. His skin is burned.
Excellent.
Burned.
Burned. Yes, correct. So both ways are good to explain when your skin is maybe sensitive for or after being on the sun, no? Under the sun or outside. Okay, an advice for that: lotion, tanning, don't go to the beach, go to the sauna. Great. So the three options were correct. Obviously, the sauna is not good for your skin, right? Daniel, could you read the three options, please?
He should use lotion. He shouldn't go tanning.
Tanning.
Tanning. What is tanning, teacher?
There are some places where you can go if you want to get darker, if you want to get your skin darker, if you want to go tan, no?
Okay.
And you don't need
Bronzer?
to get exposed to the sun. Yes.
Okay. And he shouldn't go to the beach.
Excellent. So I think that's the last one. All right. Great job, guys. So I'm going to explain the topic. Daniel second, today Larissa one. Great job, guys. Very good job. So you already know today's topic. Today's topic is related with giving advice. So great job, guys. You did very good. And sorry. Okay. So as you've seen, there are many ways that we can say someone or give someone an advice, no? So the most common one I will say is should, but we're going to see other three, okay? So should is a very common modal verb because it helps us basically to give well, yes, we understand when we receive, no? When we ask for advice or give suggestions, no? So we use should plus, let me write. Should plus the base form of the verb, no? Let me show you some examples. Oh no. All right. So should plus the base form of the verb, no? Daniel, could you be Chris and Larissa Anna, please?
Okay. What should I bring to Amy's party?
Maybe flowers or a card.
So here is a question, but I'm using the subject afterwards, but I have should and then the base form of the verb, right? And it's asking what they should bring. Now this is the verb. And number 2, Danielle, could you be Emily and Larissa, student?
Okay, you should practice your English every day.
Okay.
Yes, so this is one way that we can give advice, no? Or we can ask for suggestions. What should I, why should I cook today? Or should I go outside today? Should I take a COVID test to see if I'm sick? No. Anytime you want to know about someone advice or you want to give an advice or maybe a suggestion, we can use should. It's a very easy way to use it. No, it's a modal verb. And should means that something, it's a good idea, no? So you have an idea probably, no, what it means should. But we can also use shouldn't. No, it means that it's not a good idea. That's why in the game we've seen that, no? Sometimes maybe you should go to the doctor or maybe you shouldn't go tanning, for example, no? Just advice. Or maybe just maybe a little more general advices. For example, you shouldn't smoke. No one should smoke, I think, no? So any questions? Here, guys, this is the first way to give advice.
No, teacher.
All right, great. So remember, should or shouldn't to describe something that it's maybe a good or bad idea. Second way to make a suggestion, or maybe like a suggestion or a little advice, no? We can use try. Try plus the gerund. We've seen this with Larissa on Monday. A gerund is every time you put ing to the base form of the verb. For example, calling, practicing, eating, seeing. No, every time the verb it ends in ing, it becomes a gerund, right? So, Daniel, could you be Amy and Larissa Maggie, please? Let's see an example.
Okay, try calling Brian up.
I can't do that. I'm too shy.
All right. So here, what's going on? What it means, this try? What do you think? Try calling.
Intenta.
Yes.
Intenta llamando.
Yes. In try calling, no, the gerund, it's called a gerund because it's still the base form of the verb. It's just the verb. It doesn't mean the ending of the continuous form. It's not comiendo or llamando or no. It's just the verb. No, here is basically intenta llamar. No, I know it's the same. However, the meaning here is just call. No, it's just the rule that we use the verb in this particular way. No, but it's not the continuous. It's not like I don't know. I am eating pasta today. No, ese eating, I am eating significa estoy comiendo, right? But here, if you want to translate it, no, it's just call. It's in a gerund, it's in a form, in a different form. But the verb is not, it doesn't have the meaning of in progress. It's just call. Try calling Brian up. This is just another way that we can see verbs. So basically it's just saying, intenta, no? Try calling Brian up. It's not continue. No es llamar. Is that part clear?
Yeah, yeah, teacher.
All right,
I
great.
heard this before.
All right, awesome. So same thing with the second one, Larissa. Could it be Emily, sorry, and Daniel students.
Try practicing English with your friends.
We do sometimes.
Excellent, correct. So when we want to make a suggestion, this is another way to give suggestions or advice. We say try plus a gerund. No? Maybe try eating slowly. No, maybe the problem is that your stomach, you have a stomach ache. No, how can you resolve it? No, try eating slower. Or maybe I'm very tired. No, try, I don't know, taking a nap in the afternoon. No, so maybe let's try to find a problem. Maybe Daniel, can you think of a problem that we can give an advice or a solution?
Okay. Try eating healthy
All right.
to escape any problem in your body.
All right, great. What about you, Larissa? Can you try to give maybe just a suggestion or advice, maybe about relaxing or music, whatever you want.
Try changing. How I say
Changing?
changing?
That's correct, changing.
Okay, try changing your I don't know, your habits.
All right. Maybe you have problems with organizing your day. No, try. That's correct. Try changing your habits. Okay, great. So it's a very easy way to give a suggestion or an advice. No, just try and the gerund. Just remember the verb has to go in gerund. Now, third way to give an advice or a suggestion, we can say, why don't you? No, you guys, or you singular, no? Or why don't we? Everyone, including myself. Plus the base form of the verb. Let's see an example, okay? Daniel, could you be Amy and Larissa Maggie, please?
Okay, why don't you call Brian up? We read this before. It's the same, right?
I can't.
Okay, excellent. So here is just giving, no? Why don't you do this? No, why don't you call up? It's a phrasal verb. Call up, call, basically, not just call. And same thing, next one, Larissa, could you be the student? And Daniel.
Why don't we study together tonight?
That's a great idea.
Excellent. So this, it sounds like a question, no, but it's a suggestion. No? Why don't we do this? And then the person can answer and say, okay, that's good, sounds good, that's a great idea. Or maybe, no, I don't think I can. No, no, I won't do that, but thank you. No? So we use why don't you or why don't we? No? So maybe let's pretend that maybe Daniel is having problems to get to work in the morning. Let's pretend. Larissa, what advice would you give Daniel? He can't get to work. Maybe his car is broken. Her car is not working. Let's give him an advice or a suggestion.
Why don't you go in taxi?
Okay. It could be call. Maybe call a taxi. Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. All right, let's pretend the same happens to Larissa. What advice will you give her? She can't get to work. Her car is not working.
Why don't you call a remolkery?
Sorry?
I don't know if remolkery or I don't know if that exists. Or a help car assistant. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you want to say. I don't remember the word, so sorry. It's grua, right?
Yeah.
It should be. Going, I guess. No, it's tow. T-O-W, tow. Why don't you call it tow?
Tow.
Yes, T-O-W. There are many words, but I think that's the most common one. So,
okay.
But you guys, I think you have Uber in Santa Cruz. But anyways, when we want to give maybe a suggestion to maybe fix a problem, no? Or to help the person resolve a problem, no, we can say, why don't you? And maybe if we are inside of the group, we can say we. No, why don't we, if we are together, maybe you can go to work, the car is not working, no? You can suggest to the other person, no? Because the suggestion is for both. No, why don't we, I don't know, take the bus? Maybe it's faster, I don't know. So this is the third way to make suggestions. All right, let's see the next one. Any questions so far, guys?
No, teacher. I didn't know this. I don't know how can I say. I didn't know this before. The form that we make the suggestion or the question.
Yeah. I think everyone at some point heard this. No, it's probably, we even say that in Spanish, probably, but in English, we usually learn to say this with should. No, if you want to give advice, you should. But there's other ways that maybe are more informal, no, in conversation. So should, it's also a good way, but there are many other ways. No, it's not just the same word. And finally, similar, no, why don't we? It's how about, and we use how about, same plus the gerund. All right, and Larissa, could you be Anna, and Daniel, Chris?
Chris, how about carrying Emmy a CD?
That's a good idea.
Excellent, great. So this how about is very similar to why don't we, no? It's easy, I don't know. How about? So it's a very common way to just make a suggestion. No, let's do this. Okay, that's good, sounds good. Or let's see the next example. Larissa, could you be Kate and Daniel, Chris?
How about buying Emmy some flowers?
I don't really like flowers.
All right, great. So the answer can always be maybe positive. No, the person is going to say, oh, let's do this. That's a good idea. Or it could be negative. No, and maybe they're go, no, I don't think I will do that. No, I don't think, I'll pass. No, maybe. So let's pretend the same thing. Maybe it's almost 7 p.m. We're probably going to get hungry, right? And imagine, guys, that you don't have food at home, but you're hungry. What will be the suggestion? What suggestion will you give, Larissa? If that you're with Danielle and maybe you guys are hungry, you want to eat something, but there's no food.
How about how I say pedir?
Delivery?
Yes.
So how can we say that? Anything related with obtain, we use get. No, that's a good term that we talk about, maybe buying, getting. Remember that class?
Okay, how about no quiero usar el getting. ¿Hay otra palabra?
For food, usually is buy, get, or eat, anything that maybe you're going to eat, buy, or get. Maybe you can also say, why don't we, I don't know, cook something else? I don't know.
How about calling any restaurant?
All right, yes, awesome. So anything related, any verb that you want to use, very good, it is very good. It has to go in gerund, no? It could also have been, why don't we go to your parents' house and eat there, no? It could be anything. Now, Daniel, let's pretend that Larissa's charger, her phone's charger breaks. What suggestion would you give? Would you give her? She cannot charge her cell phone because her charger is broken. So what suggestion would you give with how about plus a gerund?
How about asking your sister? Maybe she can lend you her charger.
Excellent. Yes. So as you see, no, it's the same. Like why don't you or why don't we? No, it's the same. How about, and then we use the gerund. No, that's the only thing that we have to remember. No, how it goes the verb, and then we can make suggestions about anything. No. So these are the 4 ways. Oh no, sorry, that's one. There is one more.
Teacher,
Last.
this is the rule for everything because I didn't know this, and this is a good thing to learn because I always think for make question, how about ask your sister to bring some food? But now I have to think that the good way to say that, how about asking your sister or calling or use the gerund. So this is the rule, right?
To give advice, yes. When we
For
make
advice.
exactly. However, if you will want to know information, it's different. No, we can say, I don't know, where is your charger? Or how did you break your charger? Or I don't know. If you want information, we can use any question word, right?
Okay.
Where, when, how much, how many, no, etc., etc. But this is for information. In this case, this is to suggest something, which is very common. No, we're always giving suggestions or advices. We're all the time giving suggestions or advices. So this is an easy way to make a suggestion because it's not like, oh, we should, I don't know, it's not as direct, maybe. Oh, Larissa broke her charger. Oh, maybe you should buy a new charger. No, it's obvious that maybe she needs some advice. Or you should ask your sister. I think it sounds a little bit more direct. This is more informal. No, oh, how about asking your sister? Or why don't we try to fix your charger? No, I think this implies more interaction. These ways, not to, well, you're with someone, you're giving an advice and they're going to interact with you. And they can always answer, oh, that's good. Thanks for that advice. That really helped. Or, well, I don't know. No, it's really broken. I can't. No, let's go to get another one. No, that's the next way to give an advice. The last one. But yes, no, yes and no. These are ways to give advices. No, why don't we or try calling? No.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit hard for me. Maybe you can send us your PDF
Yeah,
to
sure.
keep reading.
Yes, totally.
Thank you.
So let's see the last one. Okay, so let's is no, let's go, no, basically, no, let's, it means no, let's do that, no, move. So we can say let's plus the base form of the verb to also make suggestions, or we can say let's not. And Daniel, could we be Kate and Larissa Sam, please?
Okay, let's go to the beach today.
No, let's not go today. It's too cool.
Excellent. So let's go is just a way to, let's see, same problem. You guys are hungry and no, you're thinking, oh, let's go to this new pizza place. Oh, well, that's a good idea. Let's go there. Or maybe let's not go. I think it's too expensive. Let's cook at home. No? So this let's go, I think maybe it's, or let's, and then the base form of the verb, no? Any verb. Let's eat, let's buy, let's anything. It's a very informal way to say, hagamos esto, no? Let's eat pasta today. Oh no, let's eat some healthy food, no? So this is another way to give advice, which is also very informal, no? So, and by the way, this let's always include both persons, no? Both people or more than one people that want to do something. No, it's like, why don't we? No, that's the let's. It's for everyone. So not sure if you have any questions here.
Sounds weird. No, let's not go today.
Yeah, it's not very common. Because usually the answer, I don't know, it's always yes. No,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. And especially in this situation, no, who will say, no, I don't want to go to the beach? No, it's weird. It's not very common. However, this let's and whatever thing you want to do in the base form, it's quite common. No, let's eat some lunch. It's getting late. Oh yeah, let's do that. No? So let's plus the base form of the verb. I think the only thing we have to remember here is maybe this part. No?
Okay.
So we have 5 ways so far. Let's, how about, Why don't you or why don't we try any gerund? No? And sorry, right? So these are the 5 ways we can use to give advice or suggestions to other person, etc. All right, so I'm going to send this in a second. Meanwhile, you guys are going to practice the first exercise with should. All right, so, oops, sorry. Advice, I will say, are very common with health, no? Most of them are related with health. So let's see this one. It's also related with a little bit of some problems, illnesses, etc. So maybe Larissa, maybe you can share this exercise. There are many sentences. The only thing we have to find if it's we're going to fill it with should, affirmative, or shouldn't, negative. All right, let's try to understand the context. And obviously we have a period. This is one idea, and then this second idea is connected, no? So any questions, guys?
No, teacher.
All right. So whenever you can, Larissa, you can share your screen. Thank you very much. And let's try to answer these exercises. Great. So maybe you can do the first one, Larissa, and Daniel, the second one. Thank you.
She has flu. She should she should stay at home.
Excellent. Excellent.
He has a backache. She shouldn't carry heavy things.
Excellent. Don't forget the apostrophe, no? Apostrophe T. Excellent.
She has a headache.
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 Excellent.
She has a headache. She should take painkiller.
A painkiller, it could be maybe an ibuprofen, any pill that helps you to feel better, no? That's a painkiller. Next one.
Steve has stomachache. He shouldn't drink lemon and mint tea.
Mint.
Mint tea.
No, you have runny nose. You should. What is runny, teacher?
When you're sick, usually you need to blow your nose a lot because your nose is runny. And this is blow, no? You should or you shouldn't blow.
And what is blue? Blow?
Correct.
You should.
You should like blow your nose. Soplar, limpiar.
Okay. You should.
Yes. Yes, that's correct. Well, if your nose is runny, you should, because you need to clean.
Yes.
No, it's affirmative. It means to maybe dry your nose. So it's affirmative. No? Great. Next one, please.
Okay, Daisy has dirty hands. She should wash her hands.
My brother has to eat,
Mhm. To take.
take. He shouldn't eat candies.
Mhm. Excellent.
Jennifer has a broken arm. She shouldn't play volleyball.
Excellent.
He
Right.
feels tired. He should have a rest.
Caroline has a sore throat. She should go to a doctor.
Mhm.
She has measles.
Mhm.
She
If I'm not wrong, it's sarampion or some illnesses like that that you get when you're a kid. But if I'm not wrong, it's sarampion.
okay. She should then go to school.
Excellent.
Okay, he has a cough. He shouldn't drink cold drinks.
Excellent. He has a cough.
Cough.
Excellent.
She has to I forget. To take to toothache.
Uh, toothache.
Toothache.
Ache.
Toothache. Okay. She has toothache. She should go to a dentist.
Excellent. Correct.
Matt is fat. He should eat junk food.
Excellent.
Should or shouldn't?
Should.
But he's fat. Remember,
Oh,
junk food or fast food. He's fat. Next.
Alice has cold. She should have a rest.
Mhm.
she has a headache. She should take medicine.
Excellent. All right, let's finish. We can send the answers. I think everything looks correct. If you want to, you can take a look, maybe for apostrophes. Excellent, great job. I think there is one. Oh no, everything is correct. Excellent, all right. So this is the first exercise with should. All right, so should, shouldn't is something related with things that maybe you should do or shouldn't do, right? The next exercise, the one that I just shared, is going to help you guys try to recognize when do we use let's, why don't we, or how about. Remember the rule. I'm going to write it on the chat for you guys. So let's, we use let's with the simple form of the verb. We use what's the next way. Why don't we? And we use the same with the base form of the verb. And finally, how about it with the gerund? So it's on the chat. So I already shared the link. So it's just to choose between one of the options. And as you can see, there is interaction, right? So that's all. Any questions, guys? We just have to put one of the three options in each of the exercises.
okay.
Maybe Daniel, you can share this one, please.
Sure.
I'll stop sharing my screen. Thank you.
Open the link.
So it's the one that I sent at 6:57.
All right.
Okay, guys, let's see. But maybe you can do the first one. Thank you.
Okay. It's very boring to stay home all day long. Why don't we no, let's go out for a ride for an hour. Okay, that's a good idea. But
Excellent.
remember that because the second part is base form, right?
Excellent. Yes, that's correct. And when we say let's, it's including everyone. No, it's including you and the other people involved.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
next.
okay.
Number 2. Larissa, please.
It's very hot today. Mm, let's have some cold drinks.
Mm,
Mm,
there are other options that we can use in a question form. What do you think? We have it on the chat. We have, how about,
but how
and
about
we have,
this with your
or, yes, and we have, why don't you,
Yeah, that's for question. Oh,
okay?
which one?
Why don't we have some cold drinks?
Excellent. That's one or another. So I
Mm,
think Danielle, she said,
oh,
why don't, that's fine, that's fine.
sorry, I didn't hear that. Why don't we? Okay.
And
how,
how do we,
how about how about have some ice cream instead? All right, that's a good idea.
yeah, it could also be that. It's just because of the logic, it's correct. But because of the logic, because you already asked with why don't we, it should follow the same one. Why don't we too? But that other option is also correct, but the other one is more accurate, I would say. It's like when you ask, I don't know, with can, you answer with can. In the same, you use the same words. No, but it could also be the other. So
Okay.
both ways are correct, however, no. Number 3.
Okay, I'm getting fat. I want to do some exercise in the evening. How about jogging after work? Jogging is too tiring. That's why don't we go biking instead?
Excellent. Yes. Oh, and by the way, the rule, sorry, I'm going back to number 2. Just to remember, no? When we say, how about we use a gerund? Have doesn't have a gerund. No? It's just base form. So
Let's have the same. Why don't no?
yes, that will be the correct because let's is just affirmative. Question form with the base form is why. Correct. Next.
I
Number
have
4.
always want to go abroad some days. Let's go to Japan next summer.
Excellent. Yes.
That's a good idea. Japan is my dream place to visit.
Great job.
Okay.
Number
I have an idea to give our sister a birthday present, but I don't know what to give her. Why don't we buy her a set of board games?
Mhm.
She has got a lot of board games already. Why don't we this pink hat? Correct. Why don't we this pink hat?
Mhm. We will
I
be using the verb, but try with another one. What do you think?
couldn't be let's go, but how about doesn't have a gerund? This question.
The how about is, it could be showing. How about this pink hat? In that way, it sounds correct because they're like saying this. How about this one,
Oh yeah,
right?
sounds good.
Because it's like they're in a store or something, and they're saying, oh, how about, or maybe they're showing, no, in the cell phone. How about this thing?
Yeah, sounds correct.
Sounds better, no?
Sounds better.
And then they go, I bet she likes it. Do you know the meaning of bet, guys?
Apuesto?
Yes. It's a very common phrase in English. So when you think something is possible, very possible, you say, I bet, no? Oh, the concert was great. Oh, I bet. No? It's a very common phrase in American English. Great, thank you very much. Larissa, number 6, please. Let's take a look.
What are we eating tonight? How about cooking food at home? How about I'm tired of cooking. Let's eat out at the Vietnamese restaurant at the corner. Right, great idea.
Vietnamese?
Yes, Vietnamese. Excellent, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What are you studying next year, son? I don't know. I have no ideas about it. About it. How about studying computer? It's useful.
Excellent. Number 8, nice.
How do we solve this math problem? Why don't you ask teacher? And why don't we ask the teacher in San how to solve it? But
Oh,
let's try.
Excellent. Great job, Larissa. Correct. Number 9, please.
which jacket do you think is better, John? How about
Excellent.
the green one with a hood? Yeah, I think it's nicer too. Thank you.
Excellent. No, the hood is the little thing that you put on the, that hoodies have, no? The capuchita, the gorrita.
Yeah.
And finally, number 10.
Let's go visit grandma together this week. That's a good idea. We haven't visited them for so long.
Excellent. Great job. So maybe before we send the answers, any words that we don't understand, something that
I
maybe
think that the correct pronunciation here is visited. We haven't visited them.
haven't visited. Yes, yes, you're correct.
And here the same. What is that? Wanted. I hear that.
Wanted.
Wanted. Yeah.
Mhm.
What is that? I saw that before, but that's the correct pronunciation, I guess. Not want.
Yeah, we pronounce the et. Yes, you're right. Okay,
Okay.
great. Let's send the answers, please. And well, obviously everything is correct.
Oh, sorry,
No?
miss. My bad.
Which one? Contraction?
No, it's a misclick, mistype.
Oh, okay. It was just let's, no?
Yep.
All right, great. So, no, as you see, especially these ways to make suggestions implies an interaction. It's not the same as saying just we should. I think should is a little bit more like, I don't think there is an option. It's more straightforward to say, okay, it's not hagamos esto, pero es un poco, I will say, like giving an order. It's an advice, but it's a little bit like giving an order. It's a little bit bossy. I don't know if you heard this word before. But it's like saying everyone. Instead of asking, I think it's bossy. Bossy, it means that to always wanting to say, okay, let's do this, let's do that. But I don't know, I would say it's a stronger. The other ones, I think, are a little bit more informal. So I'm sure you're going to start recognizing that a lot in maybe shows, documentaries, movies, etc. So I have a speaking exercise. If you give me just 1 second, I'll share my screen. All right, I believe it's this. So let's see first, advice which should and shouldn't. Let me share. Okay, so let's practice a little bit of speaking. All right. So first one, I can't sleep at night. What should I do? No, let's give an advice. Let's each of us give an advice. You should stop using your cell phone after 9 p.m. What advice can you give, Larissa, to this pretending person? We can't sleep, it says.
You should wake up early.
All right.
And that.
Excuse me, I couldn't hear the last part.
Wake up early to and sleep early too.
Okay. All right. So sleep early. No, wake up early to sleep early. All right. All right, Daniel,
Okay.
what advice would you give?
You should walk 30 minutes outside. Maybe then you can sleep. Did you hear me, teacher?
Sorry, I cannot hear you very well. Let me close something. Maybe my internet. 1 second, please. Just 1 second. All right. Could you repeat that, please? I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. You should walk for 30 minutes and maybe then you will be sleepy.
Oh, okay. Walk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Excellent. All right. Now, let's see the next one. Larissa, could you read that, please?
I have a job interview in English next week. I really want the job. How should I prepare for it? You should You should watch a videos
Okay,
to practice.
all right, great.
Practice before.
All right, great. So what about you, Daniel? What advice would you give?
Okay. In my experience, you should practice before.
Mhm.
Maybe you can write some lines about what you are going to say. That's all.
Excellent. So maybe practice a pretending interview before the real interview.
Yep.
All right, great. Let's see a couple more with should, and then let's see other ones where we can answer with it. Okay, Daniel, could you read this one, please?
I'm really bad with money. I always spend more than I have, especially when I go out. What shall I do? You should split your money in 2 bank accounts,
All right, that's a good advice.
and maybe with that you can save more money.
Excellent. I would say that's a very good advice. Larissa, what do you think?
I don't know. You should. You should. Okay.
Would you like to say?
Hmm.
What's the action word? What's the verb?
You should learn to how I say manejar finanzas, your personal finance.
You
How,
can say manage, maybe.
okay, how to manage personal. How to manage your personal finances. How I say finances?
Finance.
Finance, personal finance. Okay.
Finance. How to manage. We can just say your finances. Everything that's related with money, your finances. But just remember, guys, when we use should, the verb is always in base form, not just a reminder. I will give an advice like, you should maybe organize what things you are going to spend your money on. For example, food, clothes, any services that you need, water, electricity, no? So we always think of the verb when we say should, and then we can elaborate a little bit more, no? So that's the main thing. You should, and then the verb. Anything we want the person to do, no? So very good, guys. Great advices. Let's see the next one. Larissa, could you read this one, please?
My cousin is coming to visit me. He's allergic to cats, and I have a cat. What should I do? You should how I say llevar?
Bring.
Bring. Bring. You should bring your cat to garden pet.
Hmm. Excellent. It could be bring, take. There are many verbs. No? Great. So that's a good advice. What about you, Daniel? What advice would you give?
Mm, You should take your cat into a into a another place in your house
Mhm.
that uh, he can take contact with your visit.
Mhm. All right. Another place in your house where it can't have any contact with your its cousin.
Your cousin.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Great. Next one, guys. Daniel, could you read this one, please?
I had an argument with my best friend yesterday. It was my fault. Now she's not talking to me. What shall I do?
What should you do?
You should uh, apologize. No, ask. You should ask for apologize. It's correct, teacher?
Um, if you are going to do that, the action is you should apologize, right? Or maybe if you want to ask the other person to give you an apologize, not ask, you should
Yeah,
ask your friend, blah, 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 to give you an apology.
the complete sentence could be you should ask your friend to give you his apologize.
All right, but remember here it's saying it was my fault. So
Uh,
maybe it's not a friend that is going to apologize, no? Because it was my fault. So what will be the advice? What do you?
uh, if uh, okay, I'm talking with the friend that he has a fault, right? And
Exactly.
I'm telling him that he should ask for apologize of their friend.
When we say ask for, it's like que le estás pidiendo que te dé.
Ah, quiere decir
Dar,
como que pedir que te perdone.
exacto, no, que te perdonen, que te den una disculpa. Apologize es disculparse.
Ah, all right. You have to apologize with
Yes,
your
right?
friend.
And it was your fault, right?
Yeah, I forgot that.
That's fine, no worries. But that's a good way, no? When we want someone else to do something to us, we can say ask. Ask them to do something for you, no? Ask them to give you a ride, for example, no? Or ask them to help you with, I don't know, with, anything, no? It's like ask them to do something for you. I don't know if it's too weird. But yes, no, in this case, it was just apologize, no? And what about Larissa? What would you, what advice would you give to this person?
You should ask ask her or him. No, her. She's not that. Ask her to out
Okay.
for talk and solve the problem.
All right. Excellent. In this example, it's okay. Ask her out. It means to ask her to go out. No, you should ask her out to go out, no? And talk, like she said, and to resolve the problem. That's correct. It's another way to describe exactly the same, no? But maybe in steps, no? Ask her out, blah, blah, blah. All right. Excellent. Next one, please. Larissa, please.
I want to learn another Persian language. So foreign. Okay. Another foreign language so I can get a good job. Which one should I learn? You should learn Chinese language.
Okay. And why do you think Chinese? Why Chinese?
Because no many people can talk.
Okay. Because not many people can speak Chinese. No?
Talk Chinese, yes.
Next one, Daniel. What about you?
Okay, another than English? You should learn French.
Why?
Because with French you can work in many countries in the world.
Great. It's maybe not as common as English, but there is a lot of places where you can speak French too. This is correct. All right, Daniel, let's read this one.
I want to buy a present for my grandmother. She is 90 and she likes reading, traveling, and classical music. What should I buy? What should I buy? You should buy a tour to Turkey.
Why? Why Turkey?
There is many places that you can even I forgot which is the name. Aerostatic globes.
Oh, globes?
I don't
Okay.
remember.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember in Turkey the globes in the air?
Air globes, yes.
Air globes. Yeah, there is many classic museums and music as well. Yep, that's all.
Awesome. Sounds very good for this, for their grandmother, no? What about you, Larissa? What advice would you give?
You should buy CD with her favorite classic songs.
Okay, sounds good. And maybe a book too.
Yeah.
No, because she likes reading also. All right, great. So let's see a couple more guys. Larissa, let's read this one, please.
My friend wants to be a singer, but I don't think he sings very well. What should I say to him? You should
It's a difficult advice.
yes. You should help him to find Another I don't know, another talent.
It could
Maybe drive.
Or it could be maybe another occupation, another hobby. No, but I think that's a good advice. It's a very difficult thing to say, but yes, it's a good advice. Daniel, what about you? What would you say?
Okay, you shouldn't say the truth. You should wait until he discover about how he thinks. Yeah, that's all. Maybe help him to find another hobby.
Oh, great. Maybe you can also, if he's not as bad, maybe, I don't know. If he's not as bad, maybe try to practice with them or something. Or
Worse.
I don't know. Record
That's
them.
even worse.
I don't know. It should be, it must be difficult, no? But I don't know. Hopefully we will never be in that situation. All right, guys, let's see the next one. Daniel, could you read this, please?
I want to be a vegetarian, but my family really loves meat. What should I do? Okay, you should keep your mindset. You should be a vegetarian. Um, you could be even if your family loves meat, you can skip those meats when they are eating a lot of meat. Yep, that's all.
Okay. So they can maybe cook something else instead of meat. Great advice. Larissa, what about you?
You should preparar,
Yes?
prepare your own food when you eat with your family.
Excellent. So we can say prepare, cook, make, no? So anything related with food, if it's more specific, I don't know, even bake, no? Or there are many verbs to cook, no? They're more specific, this is more general. But there are many verbs, no? So cook, I think is correct, or prepare, no? Or make, made, all right. Let's see the next one, guys. Sorry, my internet, it's a little bit slow today. Okay, next one. Larissa, could you read it?
My family wants to get a pet. We have a small house and we're very busy. What kind of pet should we get? You should get you should get a fish.
All right. Why a fish?
Because only you have to
sorry.
Alimentar.
It was, yeah, I went. It's fit.
Okay. Because only you have
fit. Yes, and because we're talking about things in plural, it's them, right? Feed them. Feed them. We use them when we're talking about plural things or people, right? And if it will be one thing, Maybe a dog, you should have to feed it, no? Because it's one thing.
But
Because animals are things, right?
like one fish
In plural, is
will eat.
oh, okay. Yes, no, feed it. Mhm.
Okay.
If it's one, eat. If it's many, then. Excellent. And Daniel, do you remember the previous question? It's to feed to find a pet that is not very high in maintenance.
Okay, you should get a hamster maybe
Okay, why a hamster?
because it's a small animal and is quite beautiful.
Mhm.
Um, it it, it doesn't make uh, it it's not uh, I forgot how can I say soundly noisy.
Oh, noisy. Yes,
Noisy,
yes,
yeah.
yes. They're calm, right? So yes, we can say maybe they're beautiful animals, but I'm not sure if that's the word you wanted to use. Maybe cute. Cute is tierno.
Uh,
Beautiful.
I I wanted to say quite beautiful,
Oh,
bastante bonito.
okay, sorry. All right, awesome. So let's see the next one. Okay, this one. Daniel, could you read this one, please?
Okay, I'd like to learn to play a musical instrument. Which one should I choose?
Mhm.
Mm, you sh you should choose the guitar because it's a perfect instrument if you want to sing in company with.
Oh, yes. That's a good point. Great. What about you, Larissa? What do you say?
You should choose a piano
Why a piano?
because because it's a beautiful or elegant instrument and no many people can
Play.
play play it.
Yes, yes, excellent. No, how many people can play it? It's a very beautiful instrument. No, the sound. And great job, guys. Let's see the last one. Did we have a last one? All right, last one, guys.
Some friends are coming to dinner and I don't have time to cook. What should I do? You should buy a pizza
Why pizza?
because how I say I can't.
Oh,
So because it's big for
yes, yes,
all
and that's
you
another way. Mhm. It can fit, we can say. It can fit many people.
okay.
All right. What about you, Daniel? What do you think?
Okay, you should buy mm, I don't know, chicken fries or maybe sushi
Mhm. Why?
because it's really uh, tastes
Tasty.
tasty.
Mhm.
It's easy to bring. It comes fast. It's it's I don't know.
If we're talking about chicken, it's cheap. No, if you have a lot of people, chicken is cheap. However, sushi, maybe it's easier to eat, right? Maybe it's not
What I wanted to say.
messier, right? When you eat maybe chicken and other things, you get dirty, right? Maybe sushi, it's, no, you just have a piece and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, great job, guys. So as you can see, should, I will say it's a little bit more for work than the other ways. The other ways to give advice are more for interaction, maybe. And some of them include the person that is talking, no? However, here is not necessarily giving or creating a real interaction. No, you're going to have some interaction. However, I think this is more like, okay, I give you the advice and you see what you're going to do with that. No, if you're going to follow or no. The other ways I will say it's more, we have more interaction, no? So any questions, guys? Maybe something that was there that wasn't very clear, or something that you didn't understand very well. Anyways, I'm going to share the information with you through WhatsApp.
Cool.
I'm launching the poll, today's poll. So please let me know if there was something that you couldn't understand.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow in the last call, last personal call. And please don't forget to work on your assignments, your quizzes. We have to finish everything until Friday, and it's already Wednesday, so we have 2 days left. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night, okay? Bye, guys. Take care.
Thank you, teachers. See you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye-bye.